Attention students of Beaver Local High School.
Scheduling is just around the corner, and we want you to be aware of the options you have for class scheduling. We ask the teachers to explain the classes they teach to help students like yourselves to prepare for the 2024-2025 school year.
Hi, I'm Moser. Chemistry. So, why to take chemistry? Who should take chemistry? What to expect? If you are planning to go to college, you should plan on having 4 science classes, and 2 of those should be a lab class. If you want to go to a more selective college, because those colleges look for people who have taken additional advanced sciences. If you are planning on going into any STEM field, biology, pharmaceuticals, engineering, physics, math, computer science, any of those, you should plan to take chemistry. If you're going into a medical field, you should plan to take chemistry. You're planning on going into a medical field and your math is weak. Take anatomy your junior year, take chemistry your senior year. Is chemistry hard? Yeah, chemistry is work. It's not impossible work, but it is work. That's my pitch for chemistry.
Chemistry is a year-long course that provides a foundation to a college chemistry course. It's a very math-based course, so strong math skills are required, and chemistry should be taken by anybody who is pursuing a field in science, planning on going to college for things like dentistry, veterinary medicine, sports medicine, engineering, anything along those lines.
Physics is an advancement of a lot of the things that you did in physical science as freshmen. I know nobody remembers their freshman year. Physics is also an entire year of nothing but applied math. Oh. Yeah, it's a year of word problems. If you are planning on going into an engineering field, architecture, you need physics. Now, do you have to be in calculus to be in physics? No, you don't. But you should have already taken Algebra 2 to take physics. We do things in physics that are solidly Algebra 2 skills. We also have fun. We build things, we break things, we drop things over balconies and things. Is physics work? Oh yeah, it's a bunch of work. But it's satisfying work, and you will gain both problem-solving skills as well as specific physics skills.
I am Mr. Voorhees, and I teach zoology. Zoology is a course that deals with the phylogeny, basically the relatedness of animals. And we start with very simple animals like sponges and work our way up to vertebrates. And when we go through the material, we talk about the structure of different organs and the function of those organs and how those organs change as you move from simple to more complex organisms. And that's zoology. We do a lot of dissection in zoology.
We also offer a half-year course called Wildlife Conservation, which is a science elective. It's a half a credit that focuses on many species found in Ohio. So topics would include things like migratory birds, birds of prey, mammals such as white-tailed deer or coyote. Backing that is another half-year course for another half credit, and that is called Aquatic Life. With Aquatic Life, we talk about fish, reptiles and amphibians, waterfowl and wading birds, and aquatic mammals.
I'm Mr. Voorhees. I teach anatomy, and it's actually anatomy and physiology. Anatomy is the study of structure, and physiology is the study of function. It's probably like 75% structure and 25% function. It is a difficult class, but it is a class that I highly recommend if you're planning on going into any of the medical fields. It's one of those things, pay me now or pay me later. We don't do a ton of dissection in anatomy. It's mostly book work, and it is one of the more, probably the most difficult class that I teach as far as material, but it's pay me now or pay me later. If the kids that have had this class before and they go on to college, they usually have a fairly easy time with it. So.
I'm Miss Clutter. I teach applied music at the high school here. We do guitar in here. We do like learning about specific artists and things like that. A bunch of different things, so you should totally check it out. It's really cool.
If you like learning Spanish and want an extra challenge, you can take the Kent Spanish course and earn 1 Beaver Local credit toward graduation, plus 4 Kent credits. It comes with a challenge, though. It is next level difficult. You need to be organized and manage a ton of work. Please be sure that you are up to the immense task of taking on the load of a college-level course. If you have any questions, see me or email me at michelle.rhodes@beaverlocal.org, Michelle with one L. And I'll give you a longer explanation of everything that's included. Thanks. Gracias.
Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Congo. I teach art appreciation and crafts and ceramics in high school. First semester art appreciation is like a basic comparison to Art 1. It's more of an art history class where I try to teach you as many famous artists as possible, and we do a big variety of projects ranging from drawing to painting to clay. In crafts and ceramics, the main part of the class, ceramics, is clay. We try our hand at the pottery wheel. We also make these large-scale animal sculptures and a couple other things like a ceramic tile.
In 3D design, you're coming in and you're learning basic hand building of simple forms, but you're also learning different types of forms of sculpture.
Hi, I am Mrs. Flowers, and I'm coming to you to explain a little bit about AP Literature and Composition. AP Literature has a heavy emphasis on reading literature. These are all novels and novellas, but it also includes a plethora of poetry, plays, and it requires summer reading. So this year's class read Henry James. I don't have an extra one in here. I'm sorry, this is not the exhausted list. But they read Where the Crawdads Sing, this text over the summer, and then they also read The Crucible, the play The Crucible. And then upon the first day coming back, they did have to take a test. So it's a rigorous course, but if you love reading and you want extra preparation for college, this is the course for you. It has an equal emphasis on writing, 3 specific essays that will be on the test. And in May, you have to take an AP test, AP issued test, and that test does cost just about $100. So that will go in on your course fees, but it is a very enriching course. There's a lot of freedom to review works of literature, to discuss themes, motifs, symbols, analysis. It's about the analysis of literature. So I would love to have you, and I hope that you'll consider it. You do have to be a worker bee, though, and work really hard. So God bless. Bye.
Hi, this is Mrs. Olmstead, and I teach the Cinema Analysis class and the Career Strategies class. Both of these classes are a semester long, and they are for juniors and seniors. The Cinema Analysis class, for one, you have to have very good attendance for this class. It's one of the prerequisites. We start with the history of film. We learn about when film was created, why it was created, etc. And then we spend a few weeks, it's kind of like a survey class where we start with silent film, and then we watch notable films from different time periods and notable films of different genres. And then we start moving into film theory, starting with mise-en-scène, going into auteur theory, things of that nature. We start getting very analytical. We also learn about lighting, why certain types of lighting are used, different colors. Now, career strategies. Again, for 11th or 12th grade, you first start with the 7 habits of highly effective teens, and then we start some career research. You research 3 careers that you are interested in, and we will do a monthly budget, pretending like we either graduated college or went directly into the workforce. What would it be like coming straight out of there, trying to live on our own for a month? We go into job searches, we learn how to write a proper resume, cover letter, we do a mock interview. And then we move into technical writing and business writing. We learn about how to send a proper business email, the different formats of business letters, memorandums, etc.
Hi, it's Mrs. Farmer from the business department, and they've asked me to describe a couple of our classes. So the first one is personal finance. You're all required to take that. Usually you take that your sophomore year. It teaches you a little bit about being a grown-up and how to handle your money. Another one that we're offer are 2 Kent State classes that you might be interested in. They're technology classes. Mr. Kolaidze teaches both personal finance, and he teaches a computer applications class. You'll learn a lot about the different software programs. He teaches an intro to business class that's got a little bit of economics in it. He teaches a Prepared for Success class also that I believe that you'll be placed in there if you need that. You'll get industry certifications if you take that class, ready for graduation. And I believe the last one I need to talk to you about, actually two more. Entrepreneurship is an elective class for juniors and seniors, and it is all about learning how to manage a business. This semester we just opened our school store up again, and you'll be running and managing that also. The last one I want to talk to you about is the work study program. If you're a senior, will be a senior only. That is a class that you can leave school early to go right to your work program. And there's some requirements for that you should stop and see me and pick up an application before you register.
I teach several Kent State classes. First semester I teach College Writing 1. And what that entails is you write 3 to 4 different essays. We focus on writing styles, we look at argument, we follow the required syllabus of Kent State, and that is a semester class, and you will get dual credit for college at Kent, that can transfer anywhere, and credit for here at Beaver Local. There are 2 other Kent State classes that I also teach. One is Stories That Built the World. That would be first semester. It is a literature class where we will study stories from ancient times up until the 1700s. And second semester, I will be teaching Stories to Save the World. Some of the stories that we're going to include are 1984, Grapes of Wrath, Beloved, and those are all stories from 1700 to present. Those are each an English credit for Beaver Local and an English credit for Kent State that will transfer to any university. My favorite class that I love to teach is AP Language. This class focuses on writing 3 essays, the synthesis essay, the rhetorical analysis essay, and the argument essay. We also study different speeches, nonfiction, short stories. All of this is done to prepare you for the national test at the end of the year, which is AP Lang. If you pass this test, you, depending upon what college you go to, you can get out of College Writing 1 or 2. So you will earn college credit if you pass this test. If you have any questions, come see me. I'll be happy to answer them for you.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Motry, and I'm here to talk about my class, Topics of the 60s. It's a semester elective, which I think you'll really like. It's a class where we talk about music from the 60s. There's some really, really great music from the 60s, and events and TV and movies and all the fun stuff, social, cultural things that you can talk about. A lot of fun. Please take the class.
I'm Ms. Kaufman. I'll be teaching psychology next year. Psychology is the study of like human behavior, why we make the decisions that we do, has a little bit of like neuroscience kind of like caked into it. So we'll be looking at different behavior theories, different psychologists, but then mostly I want to make it more of like a self-discovery class like it has been here in the past. So looking at like your own stages of development and kind of seeing how that's changed you throughout your life. And looking at different pop culture references for different psychology terms, such as like different disorders, disabilities, all that. So that is the goal for that. But it's just really a way to learn more about yourself, more about the people around you, and how we know all the things that we do about the human mind and how it works.
All right, mock trial. Mock trial is a history, half a credit for history. It is a semester long. We will do 2 mock trials this semester. We will talk about the process of the criminal justice system in regards to criminal trials. We will do a simulation of a criminal case, and we will do 2 criminal trials per semester. We will try to do 1 in the auditorium and then 1 in the classroom, where there will be witnesses, attorneys, and we will do that simulation in mock trials, and we will try to do 2 a semester, and that will be the mock trial class. As for sociology or social problems, we are going to do hot topic problems. You'll have to have a permission slip form signed by your custodial whoever you live with, your custodian, and we will pick different hot topics to discuss, and then you'll have to do position papers after we discuss those hot topics. Those position papers are only 3 paragraphs, and most of that class is discussion-based grades, class discussion-based grades. So that is a class that is mostly, again, discussion-based. And that's pretty much it.
Because it's a fun, hands-on class, we get to learn basic skills of carpentry, and get to build these really cool projects.
Media and Broadcasting is a class where you will handle the daily morning announcements, creating weekly videos, both related to sporting events and academic events, and really helping keep the school community engaged. It's a class that only juniors and seniors can take, and it's a small group, so priority goes to students who have good attendance, good GPA, and recommendations from former teachers of theirs. So if you have any questions, you can come and see me about it, but it's a really fun and exciting class. And check out this video of the media team creating a weekly video behind the scenes.
Scheduling is just around the corner, and we want you to be aware of the options you have for class scheduling. We ask the teachers to explain the classes they teach to help students like yourselves to prepare for the 2024-2025 school year. If you have any questions about classes or scheduling, ask the teacher for that class or contact the guidance counselors. If you have any questions about classes or scheduling, ask the teacher for that class or contact the guidance counselors.
Have a great day.
And go Beavers.